state of emergency in Missouri has been declared, as well as a curfew imposed after the Ferguson protest turned into looting last night. All here on the Ottawa Expositor. Hello folks, this is Justin, the 16th of August of 2014, and well, that's what the looting led to for today. We now have a curfew and a state of emergency. This is exactly what we were saying it was going to be, which followed the rioting that happened, or the looting of each store. It had calmed down for a good few days, the looting, but apparently it had to pick back up again last night, and so now they put in a curfew. Cool, right? I mean, you did exactly what they wanted you to do. Anyways, I'm going to go through this article. There's a few important things I think you should see. Missouri governor has declared state of emergency and set curfew on Ferguson suburb where a black teenager, Michael Brown, was shot dead by police last weekend, sparking a series of week-long mass protests. I want to let you know, I just want to take your attention to where it says not teenager Michael Brown, but black teenager Michael Brown. They don't place so much race in this, not as much as what the CBC is. And actually, I'd like to make a call out to anybody in Canada to take a look at my last article that I made last night. And if you don't think that you should call CBC and give them a piece of your mind on the race war that they are obviously trying to provoke with each article, then, you know, well, that's cool. That's cool. On to the next, I guess. But I definitely would like to ask everybody who takes a look at that and feels the need to do so to please do so. Anyways, getting back to the article, the eyes of the world are watching. This is the test of whether any community can break this cycle of fear, distrust, and violence and replace them with peace, strength, and ultimately justice. Blah, 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 blah. Governor Jay Nixon said in his speech at a church near Ferguson, right? Calm everything down, right? Community. Said it 3 times. I've never seen that before. I wonder if anybody might be able to pick that apart as to why we do that. Anyways, the curfew will be imposed from midnight to 5 a.m. local time, according to Captain Ron Johnson of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, who also spoke at the press conference, and he most certainly did. I'm going to show you something now in a moment, following Governor Jay Nixon. As Nixon told the people of Ferguson to sleep during the curfew, he was interrupted by a protester who yelled out, "Sleep is not an option, and we want justice." Meanwhile, Johnson added that 3 officers were injured in clashes on Friday, as some were trapped by the rioters in a parking lot. But no use of force was ordered by him, the captain said. "Oh, you hero." Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen any pictures of these 3 officers that were injured. If anybody could show me, that would be great. But I don't believe a word that this police department says. And I certainly don't believe the next thing that he says. What we're doing now is not who we are, Johnson said amid shouts. Now, what does that even mean? You're forcing people in their homes, saying it's necessary. Well, in the next line you'll see here, it says, he will not allow a few looters to endanger the community, saying that calm is necessary to serve justice. So, you know, you're there, you're talking calm, but then you're forcing everybody to do what you want them to do. Rather than actually getting to the issue, you're not dealing with the issue. They don't feel like you have been. But you know, what you say goes. Everything's calm. But look the heck out, you know, if you want to disagree with this man. So, on Friday, following peaceful demonstrations during the day, a group of people stayed in the streets after midnight, provoking police and reportedly throwing bottles and other objects at the officers. Some individuals also stormed local stores. And it just goes to show how effective putting in a law is to tell criminals what to do, okay? You're only telling the people who are actually out there to protest your crap. That's the only thing this law applies to. Anyways, the protests in St. Louis, here's another ominous little paragraph, and I want to just break this down for you. The amount of propaganda that's laced within this is unbelievable. The protests in St. Louis rural community continue. Rural community. It's not rural. It's a suburb. So they said before. They continue despite the release of the name of the police officer, Darren Wilson, who fatally shot unarmed black teenager Michael Brown last Saturday. Despite the release of the name of the police officer. This is the most logical fallacy I've seen in ages. What is it? What do you think that just solves everything now that we release the name? No. When they were pissed off and they started protesting because you refused to release it for no good reason. Okay? Just because you then release it doesn't mean that you didn't do that before. All right? They're sick of your crap. Anyways, even like RT's really playing along in this one. Hey, not saying that they are anything but a paid corporate state media channel. But, you know, I'm not trying to give them any credit where no credit is due. But, you know, normally they try and look like the higher ground on these kind of things, right? But no, they're jumping right in with this. The tragedy has triggered violence in the town. Okay, so just break that down. Violence in the town and vigils by thousands of people across the United States. Okay, so they're talking about two different things, okay? Look at one of them. Violence in the town, okay? So they're isolating the violence. Not saying that I condone violence, but the uprising is in the town, and the vigils by the greater good across the United States, okay? So the uprising is for that one town and one town only. That's what they want to cordon it off to for now, at least. That's what I'm seeing here. And vigils, so calm, somber, peaceful, recollecting, collected. You know, it's all, you know, let's just mourn this guy, this poor young boy, by thousands of people across the United States. So we have the greater good that knows better. Right? Except you have this one town that's uprising. The violence, the looting. This is how they're pointing it. I think this has gone way out of their control, and they are pulling out all the stops from all the different media to try and quell people down. I almost don't know what to tell you. Well, we'll see what to come. I'm sure there's going to be many people to talk about this as well. I'll be here for the rest of the day. So, yeah, let me know what you think about this, guys. This is crazy. Absolute craziness, because there was looting last night. You're going to take away the rights, what little rights they have left for actually protesting against you. Anyways, guys. I can't believe I got through that without really swearing all that much. Cool. All right. Calm is necessary. Have a good day.